What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at yet another Skylander. I've had Skylanders for years, but I've never actually officially done any videos on Skylanders. So it is a little bit of a hidden gem, a little bit of a sort of thing which I haven't spoken about or ever sort of expressed my interest in on the channel. So I thought I'd do that now. We're not playing any of the games, we're just going to be looking at the figures themselves and talking about a little bit of the characters and what their abilities were, and how much I liked these characters. So GilGrunt is a sort of green base, so he did originally come in the first ever Skylanders game, and he was one of the first ever characters you got, because you got him when you got the game. He was one of the main three, with Trigger Happy and Spyro. He is a water type, as you can tell by the water logo on the bottom and the splash sort of water effect that he's got going on there. And he has a massive fucking gun. He does have a jetpack, which does allow him to float around, which I think is fucking bizarre. Like, they can't jump, but they can fly. And when they fly and hover, it doesn't let them go up ledges, and it pisses me off. Like, none of them jump, but they can hover and fly. Alright? They can't jump, but they can hover and fly. But it isn't like they can fly miles high, it's just like they hover here. And the lack of jumping in this game is one of the main reasons I didn't like it. I didn't like that they couldn't jump. I fucking hated that. But he does fire, like, these harpoons out of a gun. He's a fish, so him using a harpoon gun is pretty funny. It is the stereotypical sort of, water aquatic creature weapon. His figure is pretty basic. He is just like a mold with like 2-3 colors on it, like with the gunmetal gray and the silver, the yellow, and the blue and the turquoise. It is just a very simple figure. Again, he was one which is pretty much mass-produced. You couldn't really buy this guy on his own because you got him with the initial game. He did get second variations for Giants, and I do believe he got one for Swap Force as well, but other than that, they just stopped doing him. Like, once they gave him a couple of different poses, a couple of different upgrades, a couple of different abilities in different games, they kind of just gave up on GilGrunt, but he was one of the OGs. He was one which I used quite often, because I was forced to, because he came with the game, so it's not like you could really use anyone else. Again, his abilities are pretty weak. He has a water gun, which shoots like either these or water. He can fly, and you can buy upgrades for them to increase their damage, health, and sort of overall sort of speed, and give them new moves. Overall, I think that's kind of bullshit. You bought the figure, and then you have to grind in the game to upgrade them and unlock more of their abilities. I can kind of see both sides, because for some characters I quite liked doing that, because I liked to play as them, but for other characters I didn't like to play as them as often, so I didn't see the point in grinding them out to upgrade their skill tree. But, you know, here he is. It's GilGrunt. Pretty basic character, not gonna lie. Not my personal favorite, but he's there. He is a Skylander. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna continue with the collection now.